What's going on, everybody? This is Homero Corona. For those of you guys that don't know, I've been started real estate investing since 2018, and we focus a lot on creative financing, note investing. I'm here with my good friend Joe and a business partner, and today we want to talk about how you as a wholesaler are spending a lot of money on marketing and possibly throwing away in your trash can these leads that you feel like, hey, it's not a great deal, but can be an incredible opportunity. So we're gonna reach over to your trash can, extract those leads, and help you guys monetize and still make money. And I think it all really comes down to mindset, Joe, to where a lot of people just really have the understanding of, we share a one-trick pony, right? It's like, buy low, sell high. That's the only strategy. So a seller may say, well, I want X amount for my property. You've had a conversation and you feel like, well, there's no deal here because they want too much money. But I'm here to tell you guys that if you understand finances, if you understand financing, if you understand the 10B financial calculator, which I actually did a video on how to use the financial calculator, is you are able to take advantage of opportunities to where some landlords, some homeowners aren't always looking and are gonna say yes to, I'll sell my property for 50, 60, 70 cents on the dollar, Joe. And let's talk about that real quickly. What's a situation where, let's say a landlord or somebody doesn't really wanna sell their property at a discount, but there may be an opportunity there?
Well, I would draw the analogy in baseball. If all you can hit is a fastball, you're gonna miss all the other balls that come your way. And so by understanding private financing, owner financing, you can make offers that are actually much closer to retail, and that will satisfy the homeowner's need that's selling the property. And we'll talk about that in our class this Friday and give you a good idea how to do that. Long term, we're there to help you. And the way that we do that is we'll draw up a memorandum of understanding that talks about how we work with you. Bottom line is, you give us your trash can leads.
And we'll help you pay for marketing.
Right.
Yeah, real simple. What I want to talk about and help people understand is that not everybody is obviously going to say yes. As you guys know, there's a small amount for all. Think about this. You're spending a lot of money on marketing, a lot of time talking to these sellers that want to sell their house. They do want to sell, but they just don't want to sell it at such a steep discount. And the amount of no's that you're going to go through where there's actually good opportunities that you can monetize and take advantage on, to where they raise their hand and say, yes, I want to sell, but I don't want to sell at that steep of a discount. And matter of fact, I don't really need that money. So if somebody doesn't really need the money, there's no motivation there to sell their property at such a steep discount. Let's just talk about a couple of quick examples. This person that you may be speaking to may be a professional, maybe a doctor, maybe a dentist, maybe a lawyer that had a high income, and in order to offset their taxes, they bought a rental property, right? So they already have a high income problem. So if they were to sell their property for cash, they're gonna have a big Uncle Sam problem that they're gonna have to go with their business partner, Uncle Sam, and pay a lot of that proceeds as they sell their property.
Capital gains.
Capital gains, right? So for us, we're willing to pay somebody a little bit more for the property, right? Or maybe pay them fair market value if they're willing to take terms and do what we call an installment sale, right? There's an advantage of being able to do an installment sale because the taxes come down significantly because they're only usually taxed on what they receive that calendar year, right? And they're happy because they're able to get a lot more than all the other 25 wholesalers that call them that offer them 50, 60 cents on the dollar. But for us, I don't gotta go to the bank. I don't gotta go to a private lender or somebody and say, hey, I need $150,000, $180,000 to be able to buy this property. Why? Because the seller is willing to carry the note, and all of a sudden you just got a $250,000 asset because they're carrying a note.
Right.
And how many of those can you do? Is there a limit?
Well, the limit would be based on the amount of down payment that you can get, and you can always borrow against that as well. So in theory, there's no limit.
Yeah, in theory, there's no limit, right? How many people can you get to say yes to those potential properties and opportunities? And sometimes, just like anything, the down payment's also negotiable, right? You can also negotiate down payment and just say, hey, I know you're wanting X amount for your down payment, and I know you were wanting 10% for a down payment. What if I was able to give you a little bit more for your property in exchange for only taking $5,000 or $10,000 as a down payment? So you can structure it however many ways that you want. And that's the important thing of coming to some of these classes, learning from other investors that are able to create and structure things in a way that most people aren't. So I encourage you, think outside the box. It's not just about buy low, sell high, but a lot of times I'm okay buying at a fair market price because I don't have to tie up a line of credit. I don't got to tie up cash. I don't got to go out there and raise capital. So private financing, seller financing is an incredible tool that I think everybody should know. And that's how we've been able to structure some deals, Joe.
Yes.
Awesome. So we'll catch you guys on the next video. We have some free resources on some of these websites, and we encourage you guys to come to our next class that we do once a month here in North Texas, or to keep an eye out for a live webinar that we're going to be doing for people maybe that aren't able to come to North Texas.